official week 1 of album mode for my new album. Gonna be kind of a alt country, country blues, folk rock vibe. I mean, it's gonna be whatever it wants to be. And it's gonna be whatever everyone who's collaborating on it makes it. So I'll give you a little recap of my week so far. So it's Wednesday. So on Saturday, which I'm considering the first official day of album mode, I spent 2 hours kind of reworking 2 of the songs, altering parts of the melody in the verse of one song to help bring out the chorus. What I do in the other song? Oh, I actually changed the lyrics of the other songs. The 2 songs I was working on were Salt Sea Water and Whiskey Loves Me. And I had to record demos of each. And I might have to re-record the Whiskey Loves Me demo because I made a mistake. And while that doesn't really matter, like it didn't mess up the tempo or anything, I just like quickly played a C chord when I should have played a G, and then I went straight to the G. But like, people are going to be listening to this and practicing to it, and I don't, when you listen to something over and over again, if there's a mistake in it, you actually anticipate that mistake. So then when we do the live recording, obviously I'm not going to want to make the mistake, but they might be anticipating that, and it's sort of like acts as like a cue for whatever they were going to do in that part. So I think it's important for me to just play it perfectly, start to finish, in one take. The reason that I had made that mistake was because I was focusing on some of the lyric changes and trying to remember this new riff. Actually, it's an old riff that I had rediscovered in an old recording of when I first wrote that song. One more shot, one more bed, one more shot, one more bed. And I was transposing it into a different key. Hello. So today I am trying to figure out what dang key I want to play this song in, because it has a totally different sound and would even have a slightly different melody. I was playing in G before, and then this morning I was humming something in D, but now I feel like that's a little too high to like keep it sustainable, because I've noticed that as I age my voice gets lower. And also that's what harmonies are for. You can always have a higher harmony on a certain part. And it can be done by a professional soprano, whereas I myself am an alto. So A is sounding pretty good to me right now. So we have G, we have D, or we have A. Those are our choices. It's rainy. It's a rainy day in San Francisco, which is a perfect scenario for sitting inside and writing a song on a rainy Sunday. So yeah, day 2 on Whiskey Loves Me. Excuses get excuses. I'm just human. Nobody's perfect. But I am going to record it perfectly. So I'll probably do that this weekend. So that was Saturday. And then my fingers were hurting so bad because I really need to restring my guitar. My guitar strings are really old, and so they're really tight. But I don't want to restring it because then it's going to be falling out of tune all the time. So I'm trying to decide. And you can let me know in the comments if you have any advice. But I'm trying to decide if I should restring it now so it has like a month to acclimate before I record, if that will be enough time. Or if I should just leave it, because it sounds really good. The strings are kind of worn in. They have like a really nice kind of deep round tone, and they're really nice and bright on the high end when I play closer to the bridge. And like, I really like where the tone is at with these strings, but they are just like super finger killers. I think they might be the strings that came on the guitar when I got the guitar. It's a parlor guitar. And I got it in 2020, in winter of 2020.
Sure as the rain will fall in autumn time on our tin roof, I'll love you. As sure as the sun will glow in beams of orange pouring through the trees, I'll miss you. As sure as the wind will blow on through the bridge made of rock and sand, I'll want you. As sure as the tree will yield us with sweet apples to pick with your hands, I'll kiss you.
2019 to 2020, so it's been over 5 years. And it's not my only guitar, so I don't play it all the time, but yeah, those strings are pretty tough. Like, I'm not even talking about just like the fingertips. Like my fingertips, I had like white bubbles on my fingertips yesterday and the day before, which now have turned into calluses. You can't really see calluses, I can feel it, but which is nice. That's what I wanted. And I had to like restrain myself from re-recording those demos or recording new demos in the past couple days until my new callus is healed. But I'm not even talking about calluses. I'm talking about like my finger joints. Like this joint in particular, my last joint on each of my fingers, these 3 fingers, has been like aching because I have to press so hard on those strings. I have to mash them down. I also never got that guitar set up, so the action's a little high. I might use one of the studio guitars to record, in which case this is all a moot point. And I should probably just restring it. But anyway, so day 1 was recording some demos. Day 2 was resting my goddamn fingers. And what else did I do? What else did I do day 2? Let's take a look at my schedule. Like, I can't even remember. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh my god, I have all my days mixed up. So Monday, I was recording the demos. Tuesday, that's yesterday, I made a post about my live rehearsal that I'm doing this Saturday. So I'm gonna rehearse some songs straight through and also record that, and then any of the songs that I don't fuck up, I can use those as demos. And then I also met with my friend and talked about my album with her a little bit, which was fun. Oh, I also had a meeting that morning with, that's what happened. So this is Tuesday. So Tuesday I had a meeting in the morning with 2 of the people who are playing on the album, Lee and Zoe. So Lee's gonna be singing and playing fiddle, and Zoe's gonna be singing. And Zoe's actually in Brazil, so she's gonna be in the Bay Area for a portion of the time that we're recording the album, so I have to coordinate those dates. So that was yesterday. So then today, so it's only been 3 days. Okay, so then today, I texted some of the other people who are playing on the album and the producer, trying to figure out some recording dates. Talked with Devin a little bit, who's gonna be playing piano and singing on the album, and he's actually flying to London to record at Abbey Road because he's a baller. So I talked to Jonah, and he's coming out here for a few days from Minnesota. He's gonna be recording acoustic guitar, electric guitar, maybe some resonator guitar. And he only has like for sure he only has like 1 day to record. He maybe has a couple other days if we can extend his stay, which depends on his new job. So we're going to find out about that this weekend. But he would be able to record September 1st, maybe through the 3rd. And then Devin's leaving on the 3rd to go record at Abbey Road. So that's what we have to figure out. I think probably it won't work for Devin and Jonah to record in the studio at the same time. I think probably what's going to happen is I'm going to record certain songs solo. I'm going to track them before Jonah even gets here. Then Jonah's going to overdub on some of those. Then Jonah and I are going to play a few songs live together, because that's harder to do, because you have to do a perfect take. You have to do 1 take through the whole song. I don't like the word mistake or mess up, but like nobody does things that they regret in the music recording experience. So we'll probably only do a few songs, all the way through in studio together. Then later, when Devin gets back from London, he's going to overdub piano parts and maybe some harmonies on some of the songs that Joan and I did, some other songs that Lee and I will have done at that point, and maybe we'll do another song or two, just me and Devin, and then other people can track over that.
From the bay, I won't think what I was doing. Yesterday, I won't think of all the things that I left behind. Just salt, sea, water, bread and wine. Salt, sea, water, bread and wine.
So it's probably going to be a combo of like multi-tracked songs and a few live songs. It'd be kind of cool if it was all live songs with 1 or 2 people playing it live at the same time for like the energy. There's a different energy when you have multiple musicians syncing up and playing together live in the same space versus just everybody records their instrument and listens and tracks over. That can sound really polished and nice, and that can still have a lot of beautiful energy, but there's something really unique. The only word I can use to describe it is magic. There's magic that happens when people are actually playing music together in the same room live. So what I'm envisioning is like me and Jonah play some songs live, and then other people can multi-track on that on the days that are available for them. And then me and Lee play some songs live, and people can multi-track on that. And then me and Devin play some songs live, and people can multi-track on that. And then maybe I'll just do some with me, myself, and I as well. And I'll just have to cultivate that energy on my own, and then people can multi-track. But I have I think there's only a few musicians who actually still live in the Bay Area. A lot of them have moved to different states or countries, and so it's going to be really special having everyone here at the same time. Like, I almost can't even believe that Zoe and Jonah just so happened to be able to be here at the same time, like the same few days and like the same weekend. Like, it's so miraculous. I'm so thankful. Also, while coordinating this album and recording demos and typing up all the lyrics and chords and refining lyrics and chords and melodies and everything, I'm also completing my Reiki 1 training. But right now I feel like it's a good balance. It's like a good flow. And the schedule is working out well with all my voice clients, and things are all weaving and all in about like a big basket, a big life basket. So that is my album mode update. Sorry about forgetting what the fuck day it started on earlier. I don't know why it feels like it's been longer, but I think it's just been a lot of things in a few days, so that's why. And I will make more updates like this when I can remember to. Now I'm gonna sit here in my boxer briefs and eat some quinoa and a microwaved egg like you do. Peace out.